What? What? You got any babies over there? Hey, chill out. Hey everybody, you ever put a garden together and at the last minute or later down the line you realize, this is not exactly what I wanted? Well, that happened to me. About 2 years ago we put this garden in, and I had some small 6x3 beds here that were doing okay. However, my mistake didn't come with putting those small beds in here. The actual beds, they actually do really good. I actually had moved them out to the outside, and we put 3 big beds in, which that was a whole 4 days worth of work, moving dirt around, taking stuff out. But the one thing I want to talk to you about, and I see this a lot on the internet, people saying put wood in your garden beds. Yes, it can work, but then again, if you're in an area like where I am, where a lot of humidity, a lot of rain, ants, not to mention termites, Middle Eastern termites, can wreak havoc on your garden bed. And I think I am crooked here. So, this bed here that you're looking at is a 6x3 bed, which was down on the other end at one point. And as you can see right now, it's empty. I had termites and ants so bad that I could not even plant in that bed. If I planted anything, it would come up, grow a little bit. It would grow a little bit, and the ants, termites would take it over. Not to mention fighting with larvae, beetle larvae. A couple of them managed to get in there from these said trees. Now, if they're broken down, composted, you know, a little bit of bark left, you know, on its way out, basically, those are fine. I have no issues using those. It's the other stuff that is still fresh, sort of. So, but you get the gist of that. But now, we have these 3 big, beautiful garden beds. Yes, my geese are in here right now. I'm sure you hear them in the background. They are right now about to move out here very soon. After their hatch is done, I'm actually going to bring my ducks in here. The geese, they're not bad. They're really not tearing up much because there's not much left to tear up. Just put it that way. They've destroyed everything in here, which is what I really wanted. I wanted all the grass out and all that stuff going. But what plants I had left, they managed to eat and clean up. So I'm not mad. I don't have anything to clean up. They took care of that. I'm having to cover some of my big beds right now because I've got potatoes in here. I've got squash in there so that they are not in it and tearing it up. But once they move out, the ducks can move in. The ducks will keep the bugs down in here. I don't have to worry about any of that. But as you can see, I'm going to take you guys on the outside, and excuse the mess because we are doing a lot of different things in here. I'm going to take them out so they can enjoy their self. As you can see right here, I've got these 3 beds. These are the small ones I had in there. produced pretty decent in this bed. I have not really had much of an issue when it comes to that. With these beds actually doing extremely well, even though they're only a foot tall and they are thick galvanized sheeting. It doesn't take but a screwdriver to put these things together. I paid more than what most people would probably want to pay. I think I bought them on Amazon. They were like Kingbird. I think I paid like almost $100 a piece for these, but they've held up extremely well. To my surprise, these rails can pop off. I'm gonna show that, demonstrate. These rails here can pop off and pop back. We actually finished up water lines in here yesterday. I've got 2 more beds here to do water lines in, and then reattach these beds to the far ones. Then I'm taking this big tall bed out. I'm gonna move it actually into my greenhouse. I have been wanting to do this for a while and actually start planting in my greenhouse and be able to winter over without taking anything out. So that's the plan. But guys, the one thing there are considerations when it comes to doing beds. Whether you are thinking about using dirt along with wood, it can be beneficial, but make sure that the wood is broken down. You don't want any excess termites. You don't want beetles. You don't want ants in your bed, because it's going to cause you havoc. You're gonna have a fight on your hands to try to get them out. Like we did, we had to take literally all these white buckets that you're seeing right here. Every one of them, I got 2. I got a trash can. I've got a tote here. I've got a tote here. And then I still have 2 there. They actually have termites. And they have ants in them. We're not done filling up the last bed, but what we're going to do to solve my problem, and this might give you some relief and make you feel a little bit better. I'm taking this dirt and I'm dumping it in the chicken coop. And guess what? Chickens and ducks, they will eat any kind of bug that comes out of dirt, no matter what it is. So that'll solve that problem as far as what to do with my dirt. So with that being said, guys, I think we are going to call it on this video. But I wanted to bring that out here and give you a bit of advice from what I've experienced over my years of gardening, and hope that helps you out some and make your decisions easier when you start putting beds together. Now, let me know what kind of beds you got, guys. Tell me, what you're putting together, what your likes, what your dislikes. I know my plants look a little bit small here, and trust me, I'm not late getting them in the ground. I kept them in plug trays, and they actually shrunk on me. So they stayed small, basically. They didn't shrink on me. They stayed small, but they'll catch up. So I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you on the next one.